Hey boys, what's going on? This is Indy. In this video, I'm going to cover Spirit Shell as a Disc Priest. I'm going to cover what it does, why I like it, and the best times to use it. Subscribe for more guides and gameplay, and let's get into this. Spirit Shell is a level 75 talent. It's a 1-minute cooldown and makes it so that for the next 10 seconds, Heal, Flash Heal, and Prayer of Healing will create absorb effects that last for 15 seconds. It costs no mana to activate it. I like this talent a lot because it's a very short cooldown, and when you know how to use it, it can be insanely strong. Spirit Shell is also undispellable by offensive dispels, and that can make this a really strong cooldown for when enemies burst. Spirit Shell is also really strong because the absorb effect is not affected by Mortal Strike healing reduction effects. You can see in this clip, I had Evelyn hit me with Mortal Strike, and I used Spirit Shell. It shielded me for about 40 to 50k per flash heal. In this clip, Evelyn is just hitting me to keep me in combat and not applying Mortal Strike. As you can see, the Spirit Shell is absorbing about the same amount of damage as it was when he used Mortal Strike. Now let's talk about how to use Spirit Shell and why. One way to use Spirit Shell in the beginning of an arena is to pop it as soon as you get out of the gate to put your team at a huge advantage at the start. You can stack Spirit Shell 3 times on your DPS or 2 times per player on your team. Note that most of the time the enemy team will stay back or stay in stealth to wait for the absorb to fall off. Them pulling back, however, can allow your team to set up whatever position, whatever pillar you want to get ready for the enemy to engage, and if they don't want to wait, they can just run in and you're going to be far ahead due to the shell absorbs anyway. Another time I highly recommend using Spirit Shell is when your team is in trouble. If your team is dying and the enemy team has offensive cooldowns popped, you can use Spirit Shell, and granted this is just an absorb, but it is undispellable and unaffected by Mortal Strike effects. So this is better in the long run for survivability because the enemy team has to either wait for it to tick off or it has to damage through it, and this will give you enough time to catch up. If you have the Surge of Light talent, it makes it even stronger because the instant cast flash heals will also apply Spirit Shell. Penance, Divine Star, and Prayer of Mending will all still heal health, so if you want to throw some of those in there during Spirit Shell so that you feel a little safer, that's fine too. Another way to use Spirit Shell is if your team is going offensive and they are all at close to full or they are full health. You can pop Spirit Shell and give your team a huge absorb to make sure that they don't get counter pressured. This also will make it so a DPS can chase without worrying about being switched to because of the huge shield on him. Of course, you still have to be careful and watch that Spirit Shell will fall off or it will get damaged through. At that point, you have to retreat back to your healer. Hey guys, I'm going to try something a little different at the end here. In the description is a link to a straw poll vote for the next video. Vote on it and help me decide what guide or video I should make next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Much love as always. This is Indy.
Step into the arena this holiday season and battle for a chance to win fame and fortune in the Good Gaming $10,000 Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft Amateur Open. Get a limited silver membership for just $5 and reserve your seat in an epic online tournament for gamers of all skill levels. Go to goodgaming.com and sign up to become a member. Qualifying rounds start December 19th, 2014, and tournament finals are held December 21st. Win your share of $10,000 in cash and prizes. What are you waiting for? Become a Good Gaming member today. Good Gaming. Revolutionize your game.